I'm the man now. Nobody ever gave a handout. For the stretch, talking grams loud. Cut them off, get a handout. Bro talk, what's that about?
Yo, what's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz broadcasting live and direct from the man cave as usual. For those subscribers out there that is not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that bell. If you're not subscribed to my Twitter page, hit that burr at TAE_WIGGS. And of course, the link to my website is below. We had two games I was on last night. The first game was the Toronto Raptors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. The second game was the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Boston Celtics. And the first game I was watching, seeing what the Cavaliers are going to do. How can they respond just only for winning the game the other day by 1 point? Because there's a lot of plays that the Toronto Raptors have left out there on the floor. And what I mean by what the Raptors left out there on the floor, Serge Ibaka the other night was 0 for 3 from the three-point line, and DeMar DeRozan was 0 for 4. So, will something change? Will the Raptors pick up the pace? Because that Cavaliers team that beat them the other night was tired. It was tired. So the whole response was last night, from the other night, how can this team respond back from losing to a Cavaliers team that was only won by 1 point and that was tired? So we fast forward to 2 days later. We look at where the Raptors came out with a sense of urgency. The Cavaliers was, playing slow-paced basketball, and eventually everything caught up with the Cavaliers. Like I said, the biggest lead that the Raptors had was 9 points, and the Cavaliers at one point in time of the game had a 23-point lead. So we're looking at where we're not gonna start with the good this time. We're gonna start with the bad, and the bad is we're gonna start with the Toronto Raptors. This is a team where they're the number 1 seed in the East, and I just want to say before I go on, this is your number 1 seed in the East. This is your number 1 seed in the East. Your number 1 seed in the East is getting outplayed by the 4 seed, but you can never count a LeBron James team out. And the meaning I'm saying this is number 1 seed, this team supposed to be way more aware of what's going on the court, way more efficient. And this team is killing themselves with a lot of turnovers. The Cavaliers only had 3 turnovers tonight compared to the Raptors 11. When you turn the ball over that many times in a given point in the game, it's going to lead to threes, twos, and dunks, or maybe just you're not going to recover back from that lead. I think Toronto did not take care of the ball as well. I still think they left plays out there. I thought where the substitution, I didn't like the substitution, what the Raptors was doing. I thought when Kyle Lowry picked up his 4th foul in the third quarter, I thought they was going to sit him down because he wasn't playing aggressive. Before I speak of that, the main person in this series I want everybody to focus on is Serge Ibaka. They brought him there, gave him a nice little contract. They brought him there to be a rim protector and the scorer. But my whole thing is, Serge Ibaka been MIA. Not only for 1 game, but for 2 games, been MIA. 2 points, and he gonna give me 6 rebounds. Because Serge Ibaka think he's a wingman guard. He want to shoot threes. That is not your game. You should be more inside towards the cup. You should be exposing the Cavaliers. That is their weakest part of their defense. It's the front court, other than LeBron James. When you're looking at who's down there at center, Kevin Love, but nobody's not exploiting Kevin Love. So I'm still not getting through that. I'm still trying to put together what it is Dwayne Casey is doing. Because I don't get his coaching concept. At first it was Tyronn Lue. Can he make the best substitution? Can he get this team going? Can Dwayne Casey make sure he has the right personnel out there? Because he is not bringing it to the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are bringing it to the Raptors. And when I was in Toronto this last summer, and I was speaking to a couple of people up there from Jurassic Park and Raptors Nation, and they were saying how Kyle Lowry don't show up for the big games, and how Dwayne Casey don't make the right moves. If you don't believe me, you can go back to my page and look down there and see what I was saying about the Toronto Raptors. Ask no questions. Who you think should go, who you think should stay. And right now, I feel what the Raptors fans are feeling because they told me this last summer in June. They saying we shouldn't bring Kyle Lowry back because he doesn't show up to the big games. He shrink under pressure. Dwayne Casey loses his hand on the team, don't know what to do. And as I'm sitting back and reflecting on videos, this is what I seen. That's what I seen last night. When I'm looking at what they done, I'm looking as where when you got Serge Ibaka out there, 6'10", whatever, 7 feet tall, 2.6 rebounds. I'm not going to cut it. Valanciunas had 16 points, 12 rebounds, but if they would have beat the Cavaliers, you need to get you at least 14 points and 11 rebounds from Serge Ibaka. He's been missing in action the whole time. Can't nobody really guard Kevin Love in the paint. I like how the Cavaliers force-feeding him to pick up his morale and make him go. And you looking at where DeMar DeRozan had 24 points. Yeah, that's cool. He had 24 points, but the main thing I circled was the rebounds. Dude had 0 rebounds. DeMar DeRozan had 0 rebounds, and he's still shooting threes and not hitting them. Like I said, he's probably the worst three-point shooter at the 2-guard position in the league. He has no rebounds. He's not going to the hole, trying to get the rebound on defense. He's not. He's. They're the number 1 seed, and they not playing with a sense of urgency. They playing like, okay, the Cavaliers, the 4 seed, we the 1 seed. Maybe we get some calls to go our way. We go home. I keep telling everybody. The referees give the team who's playing with the most effort, heart, and grind, they're going to get the calls. This team is not getting. They get down by so many points, they put their heads down low. When you put your head down, or your opponent put your head down, the opponent is over there licking their chops, saying, you know what, we got them where we want them. But at the end of the day, this is all Drake's fault. This wasn't God's plan. This is Bron's plan. You talk a lot, it's on the sideline, and players feed off that. What's one way we can shut Drake up? Let's go blitz this team. Kyle Lowry with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Kyle Lowry was tearing the Cavaliers up. He had 18 points at halftime. And you tell me he only ended the game with 21? And get back to that, you had Fred VanVleet with 14 points. And the moral of the story is Kyle Lowry wasn't playing aggressive enough. Once he picked up that 4 foul in the third quarter, he let his dogs off. He let them off. He should have kept playing and playing and playing. He let up. And I'm trying to figure out what Dwayne Casey is doing. And the reason I keep saying what is he doing, because I'm looking at, like I said, substitution. You got Norman Powell on the bench. I didn't see him play one time in this series. He's one of your better on-the-ball defenders. And not one time I've seen him. Maybe you're going to see him in Game 3. DeLorean Wright missed a lot of easy layups. The Raptors are missing a lot of easy layups as a team. I'm still disappointed in Valanciunas because they could have won the game the other night. And this is crazy because you're hearing this from a Cavs fan. That's been more realistic than what I'm seeing through my eyes watching the game. And they lost the game like that again because they give them when they shoot threes, there's nobody to grab a rebound. It's always one white jersey under the basket versus 3 red jerseys. If you don't believe me, go watch a Raptors game in the playoffs and see how many people rebound the ball for the Cavaliers. It's about 3 jerseys to get a rebound only to compare to 1. 9 times out of 10, the red jersey is going to win that rebound battle because they got the other guy outnumbered. I don't see nobody attacking the basket for rebounds. I don't see nobody really attacking the basket going to the hole getting points unless when they're down. Everybody wants to stand out and shoot threes for Toronto. That's their main focus. They losing the 3-point battle. I'm just disappointed when I'm seeing from your two All-Stars. These are the face of the franchise. Let's be serious. Vince Carter would never, ever be like this in the scores in the stat sheet. He would find different ways to get his teammates involved into the game and win. I didn't see that tonight. This team, the Raptors, are just happy right now to be there. If I had to do something right now, if you're looking for a change, I had to change my team up. I'll probably start with the coaching staff because Dwayne Casey is not getting better against the Cavaliers. It's like every year he plays the Cavaliers in the playoffs, it's like the team get worse and worse at what they do. He's not utilizing his bench more. At first, it's the best scoring bench in the league. We know when the playoffs start, you know they pretty much go with an 8 or 9 man rotation. But he says he's gonna go more with a 10, 11 man rotation. Only seeing 8. So you go to 8 man rotation, you're not getting that same fluidity out of the rest of the players. The morale is down. The building was quiet. Drake was quiet. That wasn't God's plan. That was Bron's plan. We'll come out here and execute. And I'm just saying, but right now, Drake, you bring that. I'm not gonna put this on Drake because Drake don't play basketball for the Raptors. But guess what? You can thank LeBron James later. When I'm looking at the stat sheet, I'm gonna go back how that quarter unfolded. That third quarter, the Cavaliers won this game 128-110, and up 2-0. They stole game 1, but they took game 2. The Cavaliers at home against the Raptors in the playoffs are 28-1. They haven't won a game in that arena since 2014. That's a long time. So you know LeBron James gonna have them boys prepared. The one thing LeBron James gonna do is go back to Toronto for a Game 5. I picked the Cavs to win in 6, but right now, I think they got that Felice going. You know what a Felice is, don't you? That's a broom. That's a broom. The Cavaliers might get them brooms out, and this would be sad again if the Raptors get swept. I'm sorry to say this, you gotta get your new coach. Dwayne Casey's out of here. Where's this team getting better at? This team don't have no fight at all. Point blank. Period. When they get down, they put their heads down. You know, keep your head up. Don't show the opponents your weakness. And I'm looking at what the Cavaliers did. You had Jeff Green with his 14 points. He was 4 from 6 from the 3-point line. You had George Hill chipping in with 13 points, who I thought played great. J.R. Smith with 15 points, 2 for 3. LeBron James guys are hitting. Of course, LeBron James is all-world last night. 43 points, 8 rebounds, 14 assists. He was 19 for 28 from the field. That's 70%. LeBron James the other night had a bad fourth quarter. He was 3 for 15. And they still won. Now LeBron James is more efficient, and you see what happened. Blew the Raptors out on their own home floor. Fans is leaving early. I've been in Toronto. It's a nice city, but no fans is getting about that stadium out the Air Canada Stadium. Game ball goes to Kevin Love. 31 points, 11 rebounds, 11 for 21, 52% from the field. He was way more aggressive. He was attacking the hole. Not only he's being way more aggressive, his teammates is making sure he was getting the ball to build his confidence up. That's what they want out of Kevin Love this whole time. To make sure they get him going first. And once they get him going, now you can command a double team. Now everybody else can hit threes. LeBron can step out hit one. J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver. Everybody can do their part and chip into this win. That game ball goes to Kevin Love. I feel like he got his swagger back. See what could happen. Because we know what LeBronto James did. LeBronto James came to Toronto and had those fans gasping for air. Now, I'm not saying when I go back to the third quarter, where the Raptors fell short at. When you go to that third quarter, DeMar DeRozan had 4 points and Kyle Lowry had 3 points. DeMar DeRozan was 2 for 6 from the field. No free throw attempts, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. I keep saying it, DeMar DeRozan's not a 3-point shooter. He's at best when he attacked the hole and put the defender in an awkward situation. Should I foul him or should I let him go? He's more crafty and stronger when he's attacking the basket. I didn't see that as much tonight. They was relying more on jumpers. Kyle Lowry's another one. 3 points in the third quarter. 1 for 1 from the field. 1 free throw attempt that he made. No 3-point attempts. Both of these guys had 1 field goal in the final 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter. The Cavaliers ambushed the Toronto Raptors in the third quarter. You could not do that again if you want to beat the Cavaliers. You cannot let the Cavaliers score 37 points in the third quarter. The Cavaliers' Achilles heel is starting off slow, and they are known for bad third quarters. And LeBron was just hot. He was hitting all these fadeaways. He was just throwing the ball, and it was just like it was in the air for a minute. It just comes straight down and pierced the net. Like I said, Cavaliers outscored these guys in the third quarter, 37-24. Cavaliers was 16 for 22 in that quarter. They was hot. They was red hot. The Raptors, on the other hand, was 9 for 19. They was 3 from 8 from the 3-point line, whether the Cavaliers is 4 for 7 from the 3-point line, and LeBron James scored 15 of his 43 points in the third quarter. When you put together the whole algebra of the game, you got to win the first quarter, and you got to win the third quarter. The first quarter is set up for the second quarter. If you come out to halftime, one of them teams is going to pick their mojo up. If you win that third quarter, it separates everything else now because you got the other team's attention. Okay, this team won the third quarter. What are they going to do for the fourth quarter? And they gave LeBron James a nice cushion going into the fourth quarter. He actually sat down and rest for a while too as well, and his team still kept them within the game. So LeBron James' team is finding their way around, and he can buy some minutes on the bench and catch a breather. So now that he's on the bench catching the breather, the other guys is coming in the game, getting instant hot and scoring baskets as well. And LeBron James came out and closed them out. That's unreal. That is unreal. The one thing that hurt, like I said, the key thing was the Cavaliers had a 23-point lead. 23-point lead. Listen, and the biggest lead the Raptors have is a 9-point lead. And Toronto had 24 fouls, and the Cavaliers only committed 14. As I was listening to some TV shows yesterday morning, saying if the Cavaliers, they still had the Cavaliers losing in 4. The Cavaliers can't lose in 4 if they already won 1 and 2 games already. Somebody said the Cavaliers going to win the first 2 in Toronto, and Toronto was going to come back and reverse sweep the Cavaliers. That's what Max Kellerman said on ESPN First Take. I'm not taking shots at Max. I don't even know Max Kellerman. I just know he worked alongside with Stephen A. Smith. He's a boxer ring announcer. The one thing I know for dang on sure, he didn't know what he was talking about, because the Cavaliers up 2-0. There's no way the Cavaliers is going to let Toronto come back in this series. If the Cavaliers win this game Saturday night, it's all bad, because the Cavaliers up 3-0, and you know if the Cavs go 3-0, LeBron James want to take that game. LeBron James want to take that game for Monday night at home. So I'm looking at this, and I heard Skip Bayless say it on Fox Sports before the series started. He said, "Don't be surprised if the Cavaliers come in and sweep the Raptors." Right now, Skip Bayless doesn't pretty much pick LeBron James that much, but you got to pay attention to what he's saying, because he be saying some key facts, and the first thing people want to do is disagree with him. Listen to what he say before you go judge what he say, because Shannon says a lot of facts too. You got to do them carefully, because they still breaking the game down. One is a pro, one is a con. We know Shannon Sharp is pro LeBron, and we know Skip Bayless is anti LeBron, but at the same time, Skip Bayless do give LeBron James props. Y'all just don't pay attention. Y'all just hear what he's saying. But if the Cavaliers sweep these guys, I feel sorry for somebody in that Toronto staff. Somebody's getting fired. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Cavaliers in 4 for the sweep. Get out of there. As LeBron James, this kid is something special. Something special. 76ers and Boston Celtics game. Now, everybody picked the Sixers to beat the Celtics in 5. Not me. I had the opposite. I had the Celtics beating the Sixers in 5. Why? Because everybody is in love with the process. Let me just let you know right now, the process was still downloading, but right now it's stuck. When I say stuck, the process is stuck at 50%. Because right now, the Celtics up 2-0. If they sweep them, the process would be over at 50%. The game is still downloading. And this time, I'm going to start with the good for the Boston Celtics. We're going to say the bad for last now. With the Boston Celtics, when they came in the game, like I said, this is another tough place on the road for a road team to come in and win a game, man. The Boston Celtics fans are on you. They're going to let you have it. I thought Jason Tatum, who is not getting mentioned for no rookie type of clout, but this guy right here is very special. He's playing like he's been in the league for 12 years. He don't take stupid shots. He was way more assertive this game than he was the previous game. 21 points. He was 2 for 4 from downtown, making some key baskets, getting straight to the cup and dunking. He's long, athletic, could get anywhere he want on the court, anywhere. The mismatch is, what is they going to do with J.J. Redick? Why is J.J. Redick guarding Jason Tatum? That should either be Ben Simmons' assignment or Robert Covington. You got little old J.J. Redick over there stuck on an island. And that island is called Jason Tatum Island. I call him JT. JT, Jason Tatum, is having his way with J.J. Redick. What is J.J. Redick doing over there? I don't see no switching. Joel Embiid set up for threes, but like I said, I'll say that for last. Al Horford, 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's an underrated passer as a big man. I always tell myself, or I'm talking to someone as well too, if the Celtics have any shot of winning this series, Al Horford cannot set up for threes, maybe 1 or 2 a game. But he is at best when his back is towards the basket and he can get his shots. And a lot of people didn't see it that way. I mean, yes, you get high after a while, you get a heat check, you want to shoot threes. But I feel like with this assignment with Joel Embiid not gonna guard you all the way out there unless he have to. But the whole thing is, let your perimeter players be perimeter players. You just bang in the paint because 9 times out of 10 you can get that rebound. And I like what they did because they got him in foul trouble. He had 5 fouls. I thought Al Horford is playing out his mind this series, not letting his teammates let their guard up. Marcus Smart, 19 points and 5 rebounds. Nothing you can say about Marcus Smart. He played with that grit and grind. When I look at him, he reminds me of Tony Allen when Tony Allen won that championship with Paul Pierce and KG back in 2009. As Marcus Smart is probably a throwback player because he's diving on the ground for loose balls and he got a thing on his hand like a mitten. And when you look at those type of players, I mean, those players are hungry, man. You know, some players don't want to dive on them before they get that wood burn. But at least you get that wood burn, it comes with a victory. I thought Philly could have won the game, but they got a little bit too comfortable. I'm going to tell you how they got comfortable in a minute. Scary Terry, man, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, 20 points. This guy is having probably one of the best playoff runs I have seen in the last, 11 to 12 years. Dude got like 54 points in the last 2 games. They have no answer for him. Like I said, the bench for the Sixers is not that good. TJ McConnell can't guard Terry Rozier. He can't guard Marcus Smart. Terry Rozier, just imagine they had Kyrie Irving. You talk about a backup for a backup. The whole thing is now next year, once Kyrie Irving come back, is Terry Rozier going to stay or are they going to trade Marcus Smart? Because everybody watching Terry Rozier, Terry Rozier got the NBA on notice. Terry Rozier may not be back with the Celtics. Who knows? If you want to win, you stay there. But Terry Rozier attacking the basket, playing defense, getting it where he wants. It's just the little things that he do. The little things. And this team is not surprising, but they were number 2 seed in the East for a reason. And it's the thing they're not giving them respect for. No Gordon Hayward. No Kyrie Irving. And this team still to manage how to put a game together and win games. Yes, they got to play, but a lot of things I'm going to say about Brad Stevens. He put a hell of a coaching plan together. And, you know, I like to give the players praise because they make the coach look good. If that coach is running this type of offense, with this dude on defense, at the end of the day, the players got to perform. The coach's coach, and that's one thing. If the players don't perform and they have a terrible record, the coaches get fired. But you can't fire a coach. You can't go out there and play for him. He just got a suit and tie on the clipboard and the dry erase board. But what the Celtics is doing with a team like this, I like how they play defense. And if you're a fan of the NBA, you cannot hate the way this team play defense. They play together as a cohesive unit, man. I told you, one band, one sound. That's them, man. That's them. They play defense. They grinders. Jaylen Brown coming back from the back injury, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Marcus Morris, another one, 11.6 rebounds, hit a key 3. This team has it. This team has what it takes to beat the 76ers. Joel Embiid, I'm going to go to you. 20 points, 14 rebounds, 5 fouls. First of all, we don't need you shooting threes. I'll keep saying I would take this till I turn blue and purple in the face. I think all big men should play under the rim. You got more chances to get the other team in foul trouble with your strength. He's no slouch. Another reason I said Joel Embiid first, because he's the process. I don't think he might be serious, but I don't think he's taking the game serious. A massage on the court. Come on, man. That's a little bit too much. You get a massage for what? To lose? You get an early massage, so you have to get one later on when you walk to that locker room when y'all lose. Then you're on the sideline watching your iPhone, watching Dragon Ball Z. If you had any idea what the other team said in the locker room about this, and I'm saying it first, I haven't seen nobody hear it on TV. Yes, you had 20 points and 14 rebounds. I want to get to that. Jay, you acting like you won the series already. You laying down, getting a massage, eating turkey burgers or turkey breast sandwiches, and y'all still losing. But you got the audacity to pick your phone up and watch cartoons. You should be picking your phone up looking at what we did wrong in game 1 If you had any true veteran on your team, I would have took that phone from you. I would have threw it somewhere. Because you're not taking the other team serious. You taking them like you beat them already. And that's bulletin board material right there for the Boston Celtics. If I was Boston, man, go out there and sweep them guys and don't let up. Because Joel Embiid thinks this is a joke. Because right now he's a joke because they losing. Like I said, the process. This is the process, right? The process is going to the playoffs. You could possibly about to get swept. This is the process. The process is you're on the sideline getting a massage. This is the process. The process is you go to eating chicken turkey breast sandwich. This is the process. The process is you picking up a phone, you watching Dragon Ball Z. You know what the process is going to be? The process of y'all packing y'all bags up, gonna stay at home, and probably gonna get swept. That's the process. Because I feel like nobody's not telling him on the coaching staff, hey, man, you can't do this, man. Let's put this game, let's be way more focused. He's not focused. He's not focused. I'm going to go to another person. Ben Simmons, that y'all keep saying is Rookie of the Year, and I say he should be coach. Right now, if I had to vote for it, like I said, right now, if I had to vote for Rookie of the Year, I'm definitely giving it to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell would never went out there and scored no 1 point, 0 for 4 from the field. This is Ben Simmons. 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Ben Simmons can't shoot. Needed to find a jumper. But this is supposed to be the process. The process is going 0 for 4, which is second best player on the team with 1 point. That's a free throw. That's the process. Remember the process, he only shoot 56% from the field during the regular season. But that's the process. The process of y'all losing. I didn't see no fight tonight. At all. That was not normally the way I seen it. Most people say, oh, they fought to the very end. No, I seen different. The game was already won already. It was just a free throw contest towards the end. This team didn't bring it. 11 points on Marco Bellinelli. I thought Robert Covington shot well tonight. 9 rebounds and 22 points. Dario Saric with 9 rebounds and 14 points. But the people on J.J. Redick, 23. But the people I'm most disappointed in Joel Embiid for his pregame antics, and definitely Ben Simmons, a.k.a. y'all supposed to be Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year going to be Donovan Mitchell, hands down. He's doing this day in and day out, never stop. Ben Simmons been starting since he been here this whole season. Donovan Mitchell didn't start the whole season. He came off the bench behind Rodney Hood, so he got traded to Cleveland. Ever since they traded Rodney Hood to Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell never looked back. And as the Celtics took care of business, 108-103. And the key thing was the 76ers won the first quarter, 31-22. But the quarter, I always keep saying you have to win. You have to win the first quarter. You have to win the third quarter. The first quarter set the tone for the second quarter. And the second quarter set the tone for the third. But the third really sets you up for the best place to win. When you look at that third quarter, when the Sixers had 19 points, the Celtics 28. The Boston Celtics came back with 22 points down to win. They are 36-0 when they have a 2-0 lead in the playoffs. Unreal. And this is a real rivalry, the Celtics and the Sixers. This team is 36. I ain't gonna say this team, but this organization, the Boston Celtics, are 36-0 when they 2-0. They're not losing this series. Everybody keeps saying, I'm going with the Sixers to win this series. I can't believe Paul Pierce set up and said that on TV. He said he got the Sixers winning this game tonight. He said the Sixers winning in 5. Come on, Boston. This is y'all guy. The truth. Paul Pierce. He had the audacity to say that on TV because he didn't want like he was biased. Nah, speak the real. Speak that real. Don't be on TV faking it till you make it. Speak that real, Paul. This is no shot. I'm just stating facts. You got to speak the real, Paul Pierce. You going to tell me that you picked the 76ers to win this series in 5? This is the team you played for half your career. You won a championship in Boston. You can go around Boston right now and get you a steak for free. It's on the house. But you're going to sit on TV, a friend of your Boston fans are going to say, I got the Sixers winning this game, and not only this game, this series in 5. More bulletin board material for these new Boston Celtics. Some of your greats even doubt you that you had that uniform on. Even Antoine Walker said on First Thing First. He said, I got the 76ers winning this in 5. Come on, Antoine Walker. You played for the beloved city in Boston. If I was any Boston fans, are you kidding me, man? Can't believe they say that on TV. You think Michael Jordan said that about the Bulls? The Bulls is that good? You know Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen rolling with the Bulls no matter what. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen bleed that black and red. I can't say that for other guys that play like that. Shaq bleed that black and gold. I mean, not that you can say black and gold because the Lakers do got black and gold jerseys. Shaq bleed that purple and gold because he thinks some way somehow that the Lakers are going to get Paul George and LeBron James. I'm just looking at that. I can't believe he said it on TV. 76ers, if you want to win this game, you got to be more efficient. You got to be thoughtful of what you're doing. And you definitely got to win the third quarters if you want to win this series. 76ers took an L 103-108. I'm just disappointed that Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker, former Boston Celtics greats. Remember, those was a dynamic duo back in the day. But they came on TV, national TV. Picked the Sixers in 5. But guess what? It ain't happening. Like I said, I got the Celtics winning this series in 5. They up 2-0. Anything is possible. But right now, that's what the great words of Kevin Garnett. Tay Wiggs, pouring line from the man cave. I'm out of here. Peace.